Woo! How y'all doing? A little light on this show. So, I'm doing another Pixel 8 Pro live video. And I want to see just how well this does. So, obviously, you know me. I do a lot of gay shit on this channel. And today we're going to talk about investing, basically stocks, and in my opinion, betting against Bitcoin is the best way to go. But I'll talk about crypto for once. It's tough. It's the only positive thing about Bitcoin is the fact that it is it's decentralized, and the software behind it is actually pretty brilliant. The software itself. Should it be a currency, though? That is the matter of debate. And the answer, in my opinion, is no. It shouldn't be a real currency. It shouldn't even be considered as such. But, as you can see, as you can tell, this is the greatest setup of all time, obviously. And the greatest show of all time. So, well, what do we do from here? What are you doing here? Yeah, okay. So let's see if I'm actually live right now. Oh, micro penis strategy is up like 1,000,000 points, by the way, because, well, speaking of my biological stepdaddy, Michael Saylor, micro penis strategies is a very high amount right now. It's very sexy. So micro penis strategies is still one of my favorite stocks. Looking at the chat here, trying to gauge what all you people are doing. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hold on. All right, so I'm kind of getting back to my roots. We were talking about politics for quite a while, for quite some time. And I wanted to just get back to what I know best. And look, I know politics to a degree. I understand a little bit. I understand that Donald Trump's the fucking man, and I'd vote for him again and again, and I'm so glad he won. A lot of the woke shit is finally going away. And I could not be any more happier, you know. Seriously. This is huge, man. The woke shit needed to die. And I think a lot of people realize that. Oh, let me straighten out the back. Hold on. Oh. But, yeah, a lot of the woke shit definitely needed to die. And it did. It needed to go away. The woke shit sucks. We don't need woke. We don't want it. But yeah, so we got a poll going. Which is more valuable? Bitcoin, stocks, bonds, or real estate? Now, I put Bitcoin in there because Bitcoin sucks. But you all love Bitcoin. And I want to see how many of you are financially illiterate and think that Bitcoin's a real asset. or I should say, more valuable. If you think that Bitcoin is more valuable naturally than real estate or stocks, I'm sorry. At least with stocks, I will admit they're a little overvalued at their natural price. They're a little overvalued at their market price, but at least stocks have intrinsic value, and they're companies. They're actual companies that you get to own. Real estate, at least, is something valuable, something that can be sold time and time again, can be leased out. Real estate has value. I do love real estate investment trusts, by the way. They are my favorite out of all them. Mark Velez says, I think I'm too young to understand your poll question. We'll take a stab at it anyway. Vote with use your instincts. You're never too young or too old in my... Well, you're too old for some things. But you can never be too young for anything. Look, we live in a world where we're always trying to get things just right. We gotta stop. I think we gotta stop that. It's okay to make a guess. It's okay to use your instincts. It's okay to think creatively. If you believe Bitcoin's more valuable than real estate, I think you're wrong. But that's okay. If you think that bonds are more valuable than stocks, I mean, if you want to act like a bank, then sure, bonds are not that bad. But if you want to be a real investor, I think stocks and real estate, leasing out that real estate, is the way to go. And when I say leasing it out, I mean basically renting it out to others, whether it's individuals or companies, depends on the situation. Overall. But no, you're not too young to understand the question, bro. Hell no. I'm just too old to be asking the question. But yeah, overall, it is a good thing. Oh, I forgot to put my tie on. Hold on. I forgot to put my tie on, and oh, there's my tie. There it is. Oh, and I don't know what is real or fantasy. All right, here we go. I think this works. I always pre-tie my ties, as you can see. It's the way a professional does it. All right, this is my new signature look, boys and girls. I wear my tie while I do the show. I want to try it out. You know, I think sometimes you got to go with a bit of a signature style, and whatever works makes you twerk. But yeah, let's see. So which is more valuable? 33% of you say stocks. All right, that's fair. And then 67% of you say bonds. This is out of 3 votes. I'm glad to see that 3 people avoided bonds and Bitcoin. That's nice to see. That gives me some hope in the young and the old. You know, a lot of younger people, or people my age as well, tend to watch this show. And, you know, actually, this is a good look. I'm actually seeing myself on the camera real quick. This is a good look. I like this look. Mark Velez says, I went with real estate on this one. I do think property would make sense as the most valuable of the bunch. I agree. I think overall real estate deserves the best, how do I say this? The best the biggest shout out is what real estate deserves. I think overall, what we see in today's era, I think real estate doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. And I'm a huge real estate guy deep down. I think that's just kind of the way to go. I think it's the smartest way to go. And yeah, I'm always going to be pro real estate for sure with a lot of stuff. And yeah, it's the way to roll it. But yeah, dude, I think this might be my new signature look. The nose strip, the tie, looks very professional, and yeah, I look like a 6-year-old trying to play dress up, to be honest, and that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, overall, I think this is cool. I think I wanted to give you guys a visual of more of the whispers. Let's see, whispers in your ear. It's free real estate. But yeah, real estate is pretty valuable. I think overall, I would go with real estate second to stocks. Stocks are my number one for sure. I don't have to borrow a lot of money to get into stocks. In fact, I don't have to borrow money at all. I do choose to borrow money from time to time if a bear market happens. But I do keep a lot of money on standby for when a bear market does happen. However, I do believe in the long term that the dollar's worthless. So you want to invest in any asset you can, because the asset will always be more valuable than money. For instance, money is not valuable. At least it used to be back in the day. I'll say that. Now it's not, and that's an unfortunate truth of the world that we live in. But yeah, good shit. The asset, man. Yeah, asset classes. Look at these. I'm getting these guns up. But yeah, overall, when it comes down to it, investing is it's a good choice in my opinion. I think not enough people invest, and I think you miss out on a. Look, if you think that relying on Social Security in your older age is a good idea, I got news for you, man. It's not. It's my dad is hitting Social Security age where he gets the maximum benefits, and even those benefits are pretty shitty, to be honest. He, in a lot of ways, you can learn from my dad. He worked his whole life and spent money recklessly. Never had even a 401k. If he would have at least had a 401k, I would have given him some props. Didn't even have that. I'm not a big fan of 401ks, but at least he'd have exposure to the markets for a long period of time. Never had anything like that. Didn't even open up a brokerage account. And the problem is my dad, you can learn a lot of lessons from my father. Because he is, in a lot of ways, what Rob Kiyosaki was talking about in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. My dad, for instance, prides himself on being an educated man. He's not educated. My dad, I love him, but he's not educated. He went to the same amount of college as I did, which is virtually zero, by the way. I went a semester. It's funny. He and I took the same career paths when it came to college. He went for about one little semester. I went for one little semester and said it's not for me. But he acts like he's the most educated man in the world. He's not. He acts. And besides, college at this point, college is a waste of time and a waste of money. I will say that, unless you're going to be a doctor, unless you're going to be a lawyer, unless you're going to be something that requires college. For just about anything else, college is not a requirement. And yeah, I actually do enjoy wearing a tie. I should wear a tie more often, just for the sake of wearing one, because you never know when I'll never know when I need to go in for a job interview. surprisingly, work has been going pretty well. It wasn't for a bit. Not I have a supervisor who, let's just say, the way she was giving me, I've said this in a previous video, but I'll repeat it. She was giving me feedback in a way I felt was pretty derogatory. I just didn't like it. I hate it. I know when I'm being talked down to, and it's frustrating. I really hate being talked down to by people who think that they're superior to me. There's nothing more infuriating than that. And the irony is, I've got 4 times the customer support experience behind to back me up. That I'm typically right about a lot of these things. Am I old school? Sure, but I'm also a little bit new school too, because I never stop learning. I'm really good at. I'm honestly pretty like. I'm not gonna say I'm the best of the best. I gotta stop being humble about it. I'm pretty fucking good. I'm pretty damn good. One of the reasons why I bet against things like Bitcoin is because, I'm just going to say this right now. It seems like it's off topic, but it's really not. It's because I get so sick and tired of these people who, mainly because Reddit made me hate people who invest in Bitcoin, to be honest. Because you're throwing your money away. You're trying to tell other people to throw their money away, and you're trying to get them to buy into this digital Ponzi scheme, right? Redditors are awful. Let's see. Andrea says, "What do you think about Trump as president?" I think I'm fine with it. I was always fine with it. I think Trump as president is actually probably the greatest thing to happen to this country, if we're going to be honest, in a while. You know, because if we had 4 more years of Kamala, we'd be having 4 more years of basically Joe Biden. Bidenomics, right? And Kamala basically said she wouldn't do anything different. She would, by the way, leave the border open. Let's not kid ourselves. The only reason she said what she said and lied to the American people so much during her campaign is because she knew she could not win as the socialist communist she was. And you can tell how fake she was and how much she did not believe what she was saying to the world. So just a huge shout out to Donald Trump for exposing that terrible person to the world and what she's all about, because she's one of the worst candidates of all time, and I'm really happy we don't have to deal with her cackling. And then we got 4 years of my boy Donald Trump, and we're finally getting things back to normal. I think the end of woke is finally here, and we could finally rejoice. Let's see. We got Tish says, "Yes, you are very wise to invest now while you are young and still in the work pool. That tie looks great. I like business and financial videos too. I love watching Maria Bartiromo on Fox News. Hell yeah. No, she's good, dude. She's good." And Andrea says, "It's because Mexican people all for war or economy." Oh, okay. Well, I am Mexican, only 25%, so I voted for Trump because I want a better future, man, for America. I believe in America. I love America. I think it's one of the greatest countries, and it's a testament to how individualism is actually a good thing, and that we need to stop falling for these collectivist ideals that are fucking terrible, by the way. I hope most people believe that collectivism is a bad thing, but who knows? Who knows? But this is exciting, man. I enjoy getting to talk to you guys. Like, it's just fun. Oh, there we go. Trying to pop my back, trying to get it all straightened out, but But yeah, rich sugar daddy, poor sugar daddy, dude. What am I? Pretty stoked. My girlfriend won 4 years of Red Lobster, by the way, in a sweepstakes. Pretty dope. Let's see. Mark Velez says the best thing about Kamala Harris was her cackle, though. Let's see. Yes, so many could see through Kamala's house of cards. Absolutely. We got 4 votes, by the way. Which is more valuable? Bitcoin, stocks, bonds, real estate. 75% of you say real estate, 25% of you say stocks. Nice. Now, why did I title this video Rich Sugar Daddy, Poor Sugar Daddy? Well, it's kind of a play on Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Obviously, Rich Dad, Poor Dad's a great book, and I recommend people at least give it a read, or if you don't have the book, there should be an audiobook version somewhere on YouTube. Just search for it. I'm not going to link it because, I don't know. I'm too lazy to link this shit. Too lazy to link this shit for you people. Just look it up. But yeah, you can look at just about any audiobook you want on YouTube. It's great. It's fucking fantastic. One moment. Oh. Here we go. All right. Cheers. Calypso lemonade. And get this from grocery outlet because I am a cheap son of a bitch. I'm one of the cheapest. Cheapest of them all. Hell yeah. Furry Friday. But yeah, overall, I think my main interest overall when it comes to asset classes is definitely stocks. Stocks is my number one. I think bonds is a good asset class, but I'd say real estate's my number two for sure. Even though I don't have any real estate under my name, I do own a lot of real estate investment trusts, which those companies, if you are a shareholder in any company, you are an owner, So even if you're not a majority owner of the company, you're still an owner. So let's see. Let's take a look here. Well, Andreas says, "What do you think? What do you think the arrest of Trump a few years ago?" I think it was bullshit. I think that a lot of lawfare was done against Trump. I firmly believe this. I got really sick of it, and I think American people got sick of it as well. One of the reasons why Kamala Harris lost was because of what the Democrat Party was trying to do, trying to throw their political opponent in jail. Now, however, they were really trying to throw him in jail during when he was running against Biden still. And once Biden dropped out, they thought, oh, Kamala has a chance. They seemed to actually step away from the lawfare that they were doing. But I firmly believe it was lawfare. That is my opinion. So YouTube, don't, be mean to me because I have an opinion. So it is a firm opinion. I really do believe that what they did against Donald Trump was an abuse of the law. And I say that in an unprofessional manner. But it's a total abuse of the law. Not a fan of it at all. Not at all. I don't know if the actually if you is how's the audio quality on this, because I'm shooting all of this right now with my Pixel 8 Pro. So, but Tish Leah says that looks refreshing. Thank you, Tish. It is Calypso, man. Calypso lemonade's the best. Um, Mark Velez says every sip you take of that probably tastes extra cheap. A little bit, but I like it. I like it. Andrea says, "Do you think America can be great, but without Trump?" Well, I mean, America can be great as long as we start recognizing the power of the individual again. You know, when America was in a country that focused, when the population was more about individualism rather than collectivism, you notice this. I'll give you an example. Notice how college kids everywhere, it seems, any kid who goes to college loves communism and socialism and all these bad ideas, right? Well, the world has gotten worse because of these beliefs. I really do. I think individualism matters. I do believe that there is collectivism in certain things, no matter what. I'm talking about, though, on the government level. You don't want collectivism at the government level. Sorry, doesn't work. But yeah, America can definitely be great without Trump. The thing is, America just needs to realize the power of the individual. Let's stop being Karens at each other. Let's stop being snitches. And also, when I say snitches, I mean let's just stop trying to cancel each other for having opinions. That's all I ask. It's pretty simple. But Donald Trump winning was the result of people that were angry at these woke bastards who love communism and socialism. We're tired of it. We know they're bad ideas. History's proven that socialism and communism lead to authoritarianism of some sort of, in some kind of way, and it's just frustrating. So I get really pissed off when people tell me they think that socialism and communism is a good idea. I love my friend Billy, for instance, but every time he tells me the benefits of socialism or communism, I really do try to listen. I really do, and I do listen. But I'm also then afterwards thinking to myself, the benefits are not long term is the problem. Communism and socialism only work as long as there are people. I firmly believe that socialism and communism promote laziness. And when you have an entire society of lazy people who don't earn anything and just complain and don't try to earn anything at least, or don't try to invent anything, you have a very dead society. So I'm sorry, I think socialism and communism kill societies more than anything. I think the power of the individual needs to be encouraged. And capitalism is it's not a great system of government per se, but capitalism in itself deserves to exist without government interference. Because a government only compounds the problems that it creates. It's funny because government tends to create problems and then say these problems arise out of nowhere when we all know that the government's the problem. And then government tries to fix the problem they create, and they make the problem even worse, and create more problems, and it's a cascading effect. So that's my take on it. Let's see. But overall, yeah. Communism, socialism, bad ideas. Just really bad ideas. What else we got in the chat? Trump is an excellent leader. He's not a politician. Yeah, he's not really. It's funny. I've never really seen. Trump is definitely not statesmanly, and I don't think that the position really needs anybody who is statesmanly. Tish says they went after the My Pillow guy and Rudy Giuliani. Yeah. Andrea says this is good. The audio. Oh, thank you, bud. I'm glad the audio sounds good because I ended up getting the Pixel 8 Pro and I was like, well, if I'm gonna have a phone, I want to have a phone that is a powerhouse, right? So I got my phone at a really good deal on a Black Friday deal on Amazon. I'm stoked. I was stoked to get it. Like I was shocked I got it at such a good price. Because $590 for this phone, I got the 128 gigabyte storage one, but honestly, most of the stuff I have on there gets transferred to my computers anyway, so it's really no big deal if it's like high quality video. Tish says Trump is an excellent leader. He's not a politician. Nope, not no. He's really, yeah. I already read that. Never mind. But yeah. Lauren says hello, Democrat. Hello, Lauren. Are you saying that I'm a Democrat? Lauren says it's the liberal Garza from high school again. Who the hell is this? Wait, did we actually go to high school together? Hold on. Who is this person? Anyway, so you can call me liberal. Call me what you want. I'm Kamala Harris. I'm a Kamala Harris voter for Trump. No, I could not vote for Kamala. I was so fucking determined to vote for Trump. The moment I got that damn my mail-in ballot, I immediately circled Trump Vance, dude. I'd rather have Vance in my pants than Walls on my balls, dude. But really excited though. I think overall, when it comes down to it, I think that Trump is better for the economy. I think Biden was trash. I think Bidenomics was one of the worst things in the world. It just created more inflation. It just made things worse, and he made us less energy independent. That was huge. You know, we need to be energy independent, and I think Trump will get us on the right track. You know what's great about Trump is he knows how to get really intelligent people together and work with them. And seriously, he's made an interesting coalition overall of very intelligent people, very, very unbelievable people. I think the fact that he was able to get Elon Musk, it still surprises the shit out of me. I think it's that alone was actually a really cool move. So good on him for being able to get him. Tish says exactly 100%. Oh, thank you, Tish. I appreciate it. But yeah, overall, I just get so sick and tired of all the woke shit. I think it's nice to see a president who's pretty anti-woke. It's nice. Lauren says Litpo having handsomeness, dominions, doom scrolling, localizations, mitochondrial. What are we talking about here? Talking about mitochondria? Andrea says, what do you think about the bad comments from Trump to Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador? Oh. I don't know. I had no idea that. Well, I don't know. Maybe he did make some bad ones. I look at it this way, man. Mexico, my grandpa came from there, and he ended up coming here originally legally. So, and he realized that America was a better place, and because Mexico is a crap show. And I'm a Mexican, so that's a shocker to a lot of people. But I should say that my grandpa was a full-blooded Mexican. I am only 25%, and I think that, whatever trash comments, whatever trash talk that Trump gives to the leaders of some of these places, probably deserved. The countries are ran like crap. So if a country's ran like crap, call it out, dude. Call out their leaders. Hell yeah. We called out Biden, so I mean, there's nothing wrong with calling out other leaders. If your country sucks, your country sucks. And I'm Mexican. Like I said, I am Mexican. I like to say that because I think the YouTube moderators are pissed that I'm 25% Mexican. Because they know that if they ban me, that they're racist. It's the truth. Let's see. Mark Velez says, you mean Mexican, not kin. Mexican. I just say Mexican. I'm lazy when I say it. I'm lazy about the way I say a lot of words. I enunciate for the most part pretty well, but there are some words I'm just like, I sound like a fucking hick sometimes. But I love it. Mark Velez says everybody's so lazy with words, bro. Oh, we got another vote. Hold on. Oh shit, dude. We have 5 votes. Which is more valuable? Which? Holy shit. Bitcoin, 20% of you say Bitcoin. Make sure you guys vote in the poll, by the way, if you guys haven't already. 20% of you say stocks. Okay. Fair. 60% of you say real estate. All right. But yeah, we need more people to vote. Also, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the better it gets. So overall, I love reading your guys' chats aloud. It's really fun. It's a very entertaining thing. But yeah, I think I like the fact that I got at least 4 viewers today. And the reason I say I feel happy about it because I've gotten a maximum of 6 today. I feel like my channel's popularity's getting back on track, I guess you could say. Something that was really needed for sure. Mark Velez says, burp more, bro. It's hot, dude. Mark, I know you got a boner right now. Sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that, man. I don't mean to give Mark a boner, but I guess I gave Mark a boner. Sorry about that, partner. But yeah. Let's see. Did I get more votes on this poll, you guys? You guys are killing me, dude. I'm probably not going to be on very long. I've been trying to commit to doing an hour-long stream every day, trying to get more subscribers, trying to really interact with everybody. I really do, even though I've been really busy. I do enjoy this interaction that I get. You guys, doing this is kind of in an odd way, an escapism for my daily life. Yeah, I would say that actually it is because let's see. Mark says, "My bad, but seriously, bro, burps are a fetish of mine. They're hot." Oh, hey, good man, dude. Good man. Get it. Let's see here. Please don't kink shame me. Ain't no kink shaming here, man. I might make fun of you a little bit though. I might make fun of you a little bit, but not by much though, man. Not by much. You're good. You're good. Good shit. I am glad that I got a phone though that actually has good audio, good video, good audio. So it makes doing live videos like this so much easier. As much as I love configuring OBS, and OBS Studio is great. Let's see. Oh wait, Andreas says if Trump died in his time of president, how would you feel? I would be pretty depressed about it, man. Just because I think he's, whether people like him or not, I think he's been, like he said, a president of consequence, a president who I think he's a president who's going to get America back on track, and he's gonna put America first. I think that's what people wanted to see, was somebody who could put America first, somebody who can get the country back to the way it should be. And just makes sense, man. Micro penis strategy, dude. Hell yeah. What the hell? It's all about my micro penis strategies, though. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Micro penis. Right. Okay. All right. Tish says, I just checked on Amazon and I'm going to order that Calypso lemonade. That looks good. I personally like it. It may not be for everybody, but yeah, it's overall pretty damn good. Tastes like lemonade. It does have, what does it have in it? It looks like it has natural sugar in it. Pretty good though. It's yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I like Calypso lemonade. I don't know if all the ingredients in there are like, well, no, it looks pretty healthy for the most part. Honestly, anything you get from grocery outlets not always going to be the healthiest thing in the world, but it's usually pretty. It's not going to like, well, this is actually pretty healthy for the most part. I would say at least. But anyway. Hey, Calypso. By the way, this is not a sponsor, but I just helped you guys sell more lemonade. Maybe. No, I just like, there's some products that I like to get at grocery outlet, and for those who don't know, those who've never been to a grocery outlet, it's basically a discount grocery store, and I think that they have a lot of them. I want to say they have most of them on the West, but I really don't know. I have not looked any of that up. But Grocery Outlet is a publicly traded company, which is pretty cool. Um, and let's see. But yeah, it's honestly one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite places to go. I mean, you get a lot of decent food items. They're a little closer to expiry a lot of the time, but you get a lot of good ones at a good discount. So a discount grocery stores are where it's at if you're looking to save, not spend as much money. Basically, spending less is always the key, and I like to encourage spending less to everybody out there. But yep. Oh, Mark Velez says, well, at the very least, we've got a good vice president coming up with JD Vance. Hell yeah, dude. Like I keep saying, man, rather have Vance in my pants than walls in my balls, dude. Without a frippin' doubt, dude. Too sexy. Too sexy. Yeah, I can't wait for JD Vance, man. I think he's going to be great. Um, I think, if he runs in 2028, which I think he will, um, I'll vote for him. I'll vote for Vance for sure. I mean, look, I can't in my right, in my conscious, in my heart, my soul, I can't vote Democrat. I just can't. I did when I was younger, when I was like really young. We're talking about like out of high school basically. And you just kind of realize that's not the way to go. Not the way to go at all. But yeah, um, oh man. But I am a little exhausted at the moment, just a little bit tired. I think I'm gonna rest it up just a wee bit. Um, I might just chill out, maybe lay in bed. But now this new Pixel 8 Pro though has been quite an amazing purchase. Uh, Anybody looking for a new phone and they don't want to spend an arm and a leg and they want something decent, I would say the Pixel 8 Pro is pretty good. Honestly, it has great cameras on it. Pretty damn good hardware, by the way. And because the Pixel 8 is the model before the newest generation one, the Pixel 9, I believe, last time I checked, is the newest of the smartphone models. Pixel 8 Pro is guaranteed I wouldn't say guaranteed, but Google's made a commitment of 7 years of updates for the Pixel 8 Pro. And the reason that's so important, and I want everybody to know this, it means that as long as you have this phone, for as long as you have it, you're always going to get the latest Android operating system updates. You're always going to get the latest security patches, security updates, and that's huge. And you always want your smartphone to have the best quality operating system. You're probably wondering, why don't I go with Apple iPhones? You probably weren't even wondering that at all. I just like to pretend like I know what you're thinking. Um, Look, the reason I don't go with iPhone though is simple. It's expensive. Number one. Number two, I love the fact that the hardware is really premium, really good. But when you're buying Apple, you're buying more of a brand than you're buying a product. What does that mean? That means you're really buying a lifestyle more than a product. And you see, the thing is, as much as I like certain lifestyles, my lifestyle doesn't revolve around the product as much. The product is there, is a part of my lifestyle, obviously, but it doesn't represent my overall lifestyle. I think it's a tough one to explain. And I know I'm explaining it poorly, but like, I don't need to have an Apple iPhone because just because, what would that show me? That I'm rich and pretentious? Yeah, sure. I think the fact of the matter is I care about my bottom line. I'd rather be betting against Bitcoin and making a lot of money, which I'm making a pretty good amount because I bet against Bitcoin when it was at $99,000, and then it suddenly shot down to like 92,000. I got a pretty decent profit. I didn't sell all my bitty, but I sold a little bit here, a little bit there, and I got a bitty profit. So it was a good deal. It was a good time. But yeah, when Bitcoin crashes, which it inevitably will, um, there's only so much that dumb money can do. There's only so much. And Bitcoin represents the dumb money in a lot of ways. And I can never get on board with the dumb money. Now, when I was younger, I did buy into Bitcoin. I never sold it, by the way, which was smart of me in hindsight. But what I did was I bet against it using the BITI. This is not an endorsement of it, of the BITI. The BITI, though, is the ProShare Short Bitcoin Strategy ETF. Now, they do have a pretty large expense ratio, and I think it's like almost basically 1%, which is by the way, that is a huge expense ratio. But if you are swing trading the bitty and you're only getting short-term profits, then the fact of the matter is it's okay if you lose, if they take a little bit of the cherry on top. The goal is to just get in at whatever price the bitty's at, preferably when Bitcoin's at all-time highs. That's my preference. This is not financial advice. Always talk to a financial advisor. This is just my form of educating. Now, I think Bitcoin is a digital Ponzi scheme. It's a Ponzi. It really is. So you have to bet. I think you should bet against it. And now everybody's been like, oh, but Bitcoin's at $100,000, Mike. You were wrong about Bitcoin. No, actually, this just proves me even more right than I was before. Just because everybody's buying into Bitcoin in a frenzy does not necessarily mean that I'm wrong. It means that everybody's buying in because of positive news. The thing is that Bitcoin itself has not changed much. The essence of what Bitcoin is still the same, and it has not evolved. The point I'm trying to make is this. Eventually, when quantum computers become more commonplace, it'll be easier and easier and easier to brute force crack those Bitcoin wallets. And then people lose all their Bitcoin. So what I'm trying to say is this, though. Well, there's a lot of cool stuff. I like the fact that it's a decentralized public ledger. I think that's great. I think that's actually I think it's an incredible concept. But it is not something that makes anything valuable naturally. You can't base a currency off that concept. I'm sorry. I think that you can't base an entire fucking currency around it. So cryptocurrencies in general are all flawed. There's a flaw in all of it, and it's a digital Ponzi scheme. And the more I bet, honestly, the higher Bitcoin goes, the more I bet against it, and with pride, because it's like, why? Why not? Why not bet against a pure play Ponzi scheme, right? And I feel bad for people who aren't betting against it. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying talk to a financial advisor, see what they think. I personally think financial advisors put the douche in fiduciary, that's for sure. But, talk to a financial advisor anyway. And, yeah. I put the douche in fiduciary. But anyway. uh, Tish says, yes, America first, and Smart Shopper too. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to be as smart with it as I can. Mark says, I'm just curious why he uses his initials JD and not his full name, James David Vance. I think some people, if they have two first names, I think that they just, I don't know. That's a good question, man. Everybody's got their own preferences, though, on how they do things. So. But I am a little bit exhausted. I'm going to lay down, maybe read a book or something like that. But I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to view this, though. I really do appreciate it. Trying my best to keep on pumping out the best content I can. And, I want to definitely keep putting out stuff that you guys will like and enjoy. Because I really do. I really think it's cool that I even have an audience. The fact that you guys want to come in and view this crazy shit makes me very happy, man. Makes my pussy wet and stuff. So, but yeah, no, I really want to thank you guys. All right, let's see how the poll ended up, though. How did the poll end up? All right, which is more valuable? Let's see. Bitcoin at 20%, stocks at 20%. Let's see. Real estate at 60%. Hell yeah. It's out of 5. I'm surprised more people didn't vote on this poll, though, to be honest. Guys, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, though. We need more simp subscribers here. We need more simps. And, yeah, then we'll be on our way to stardom. Yeah, we already got 4,000. I already got 4,229 of you subscribed, and honestly, that brings a lot of joy. So I just appreciate each and every single one of you all the time, just for showing up and hanging out on these crazy videos that I do. Let's see. Mark Velez says, you were onto something, though, Mike. You sure you don't have a better answer? Nope. I don't know if I do. Tish says, have a great night. You too, Tish. Appreciate you. Now, honestly, I love the... I'm sorry. By the way, I do want to apologize that I haven't done as many live streams lately. It wasn't until yesterday that I really did a live stream. I feel like I've been neglecting the show quite a bit. And, I gotta try to get back into the swing of things. And I know I just really, I want to keep giving my perspective on investing and in stocks and in betting against stupid things. I think that you can make a good amount of money if you see something really stupid and there's an instrument that gives you the ability to bet against it. I think it's smart. And with all the hype surrounding Bitcoin, I felt like the fact that it was on such a bull run was such a good opportunity. It still is a good opportunity, even now, in my opinion, to bet against it. So while people are still buying into it, it has a ridiculously large market cap, though, of like, if it's possible for Bitcoin to go up forever, right? It is possible for that to happen. I don't think it will. There's a lot of market manipulation that happens, though, in the cryptoverse. So the higher the price goes, the more I'm betting against it, because I firmly do not believe in any way, shape, or form in Bitcoin. I just can't. It doesn't have any intrinsic value. There's nothing about it that's inherently valuable. Also, there is no usefulness to it. Gold and silver have use, have utility. It is sought after. What about Bitcoin is so sought after? What can it be? What real life practicality does a piece of data from a piece of software give you? I don't think it gives you much, unless you have like some sort of like really good idea. Then intellectual property matters. But anyway, it's just a whole gambling arena, and I want people to realize that it's a pure play gambling arena, and that's about it, man. Well, I don't think I have anything else for you guys. I just want to say thank you for viewing, as always. I have probably a more loyal audience than I deserve, but because I got you guys, cheers. And all right, I'm out. Thank you guys. And yeah, that burp was good as fuck. Anyway, later, guys.